Yo everyone, welcome to my main card recap and bet results for UFC 313 Pereira vs Ankalaev. Insane stuff went down today, guys. We have a new light heavyweight champion, and I do want to talk about a lot regarding the main event and the main card overall in particular, along with my bet results for the card. If you would like to skip to my thoughts on any fight in particular, or would like to just see how my bet results turned out for the card, timestamps will be in the description and the comment section below for anyone that wants to use them. Let's jump into my overall prediction results and bet results for the card, guys. I have on screen every single winner that was on the card, and I will now be highlighting every single one of them in green that I chose to win in my full card predictions and breakdown video. As you can see, out of the 10 winners, I correctly chose 6, which isn't too bad considering there were some crazy results on this card. I also want to now highlight in orange the underdogs that I chose to win on this card. All 3 of these fighters were in the solid underdog picks list in my betting guide for this card, and super happy with those results. All 3 favorites were also in the strong favorite list for this card, although I think that Mairon Santos was gifted a robbery in my opinion. Now let's jump into the bet results for the card. These were the bets I created for UFC 313 and the bets that were shown to all of you guys in the betting guide, and we didn't do too bad on this card, so let's go down the list. Unfortunately, Rei Tsuruya didn't get the win, but I was pretty happy and proud of his relentless pressure and his ability to fire takedown attempts. I believe he tried over 20 takedowns in this fight and was able to secure a few of them, but Joshua Van was just too solid in his takedown defense and a lot more solid than I thought he would be. And of course, he was able to do more damage on the feet. So unfortunately, couldn't cash this bet. We were able to cash Justin Gaethje to win by KO or decision, and Bruno Pereira to win outright. Both of those fighters were my underdog picks with solid returns, so incredibly happy with that result. And lastly, it's a little sad that both of these bets didn't hit because I picked Djorden Santos. I thought he would be someone solid to put as an addition to both of these parlays, but because he lost, it costed both of them not to cash. Unfortunate, because I really did think that he could have got the win here in this fight, but it was a great scrap nonetheless. I was correct, however, with the WMMA fight to go the distance, and both the other fighters on the confident picks list parlay did win their fight. Overall results were pretty decent. I did end up making 4.45 units and outlaying 4 units in bets, meaning I was able to make a profit of 11.25% on my money. First ever betting guide was a success, guys. Congrats to the people that tagged along for the ride. Happy we were able to make some money on this card. I'm thinking about just doing these betting guides for pay-per-views, but if I see enough people commenting, wanting them to be done for every card, I'll do my best to create them for the fight nights as well. If you all enjoy the videos and the content, please let me know and support the channel by liking and subscribing for more. Now, if you guys want to know what I thought about the main event and the main card fights, here it is, guys. I first want to start off talking about this main event, and I do want to say before anything that I personally scored the fight live to Ankalaev. I thought that Pereira had an argument to potentially win the first round and the 5th round of the fight, but of course then I gave Big Ank the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th rounds. I wish more happened, honestly, from both guys in particular, especially Pereira. It felt like maybe he did get tired or he was too hurt on the feet after getting rocked in that 2nd round, because his output was considerably lowered from round 3 onwards, in my opinion. Magomed had a lot more success on the feet than I thought he would, and Pereira had a lot more success stuffing the takedowns than I thought he would as well. I wish Magomed didn't clinch up and knee the thigh that much, since it does make it a boring fight to watch, but it was a smart strategy to affect Pereira's gas tank, and it also did force him to gas his arms out defending the clinch position. It did make it very boring, a bit disappointing, and we've also gotten a new, less exciting champion in the process. I don't think he will be as terrible as people think, but he will be less exciting than Pereira. I'll be surprised if they don't give Pereira the immediate rematch as a 3-time defending champion. That should happen for sure next. To move on to the co-main event in Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev, this was an insane fight from 2 warriors. I watched this fight with my friend, and I knew from the get-go that this was going to be a rougher fight for Fiziev, because it looked like he was pacing himself in that first round of this fight. He fought hard and he was still able to work even in the 3rd round, but Gaethje was just too much, and this fight ended up being pretty much a clear decision victory for Gaethje. It was a great fight, happy it got fight of the night, but can someone please tell me how Carlos Leal didn't get performance of the night after walking down Alex Morono for an entire round and TKOing him. Literally insane performance there. Could have handed out one more performance bonus, don't you think, Dana White? Please. Anyways, it was a great outing for both guys. They've talked about having Gaethje fight Islam, which I'd like to see. I don't think he'd win that fight, but I'd like to see one more title fight before he retires for him, similar to Poirier. As we move on to the feature fight of the card, Jalin versus Ignacio Bahamondes. It was an action-packed one-round fight before the triangle finish from Bahamondes that ended up leading to Jalin unexpected retirement. I didn't expect it, but I was told by a friend that I think he did it since he was having doubts after his loss against Moicano, where he ended up fumbling a potential win. Regardless of what led to the retirement, hope he takes care of himself and has success outside the UFC in whatever he chooses to do. The guy is still only 29 years old, so he has the whole world ahead of him right now. As for the winner in Ignacio Bahamondes, we've got new blood in the lightweight division ranking, fellas. Let's see who they match him up against next. Moving on to Amanda Lemos versus Iasmin Lucindo. This ended up being a pretty one-sided fight. I did think that Amanda was going to win this fight on the feet, but it ended up being her fight wherever she wanted to take it. Veterans can get this one done over prospects every now and again, guys. Not much else to say. Very solid performance from Amanda Lemos. Congrats on the win. And now to cover the last fight on the main card. Mauricio Ruffy gets the spinning heel kick KO in the first round over Bobby King Green. I said it in my predictions video and I said it again in my betting guide. This guy is too good and was an incredibly terrible matchup for Bobby Green going into this fight. I was just hoping for a less brutal KO than the Jalin one, but this was still pretty brutal, man. I hope he heals up, but wow, what an amazing performance and finish for Mauricio Ruffy. I wonder who they will match him up against next in the lightweight division. Of course, it has to be a ranked opponent, but who could it be? We shall see. But anyways, guys, that wraps up my main card recap and betting results video for UFC 313 Pereira vs Ankalaev. Let me know in the comments below if you do like these results videos, and if you did like the betting guide and the predictions video this week, and you want the betting guides to be done more frequently. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys next time.